All right, so we are live, potentially. I think we're live. We are here live, getting ourselves going. It is Jason today. This is Second Cup of Coffee, and we're going to get after it here. And today's topic is why motivation is not what you need. And that carries true, right? We all want to find our way to get motivated, right? Get ready to go and ready to be our best selves. And we find that, is that motivation? Is that what we need? Is that what we're looking for? Well, does it need to be, right? Do we need to be motivated? Do we need to be inspired? Or can we just do? Because if we're so dependent on having motivation, of course, drive us, well, then why are we doing that? Why are we doing what it is? And maybe we're stepping too far outside our boundaries. Maybe we're pushing ourselves outside of our limit. But these are all things that we're going to touch on today. So this is Second Cup of Coffee. I'm Jason. Let's. All right, so this is Second Cup of Coffee. I'm Jason, and we are here today talking about why motivation is not what you need. What you need is to find your reason, to find your goal, and to take the steps that others aren't willing to take to get there. So many times we find ourselves in a position here that we're trying to bridge the gap by making a leap, right? We're trying to, instead of stepping on stones across the river, we're trying to jump the river. We're trying to scale the mountain in one jump. We're trying to lose weight in this massively big thing here. And it's not sustaining, right? It's not fulfilling. And we can't get inspired to do so because it's such a stretch from where we really are. In our businesses, we can't get to the point where to have growth in our business or in our life or in our job because we're spending so much energy trying to get ready, right? Trying to get motivated to make that big launch, that big leap, that big rush and drive forward. But what if we can just start incorporating life into our decisions? What if we can make it to the point here where we use our energy and we use it piece after piece after piece, instead of having to conserve all of our energy and find this great push where we can make a big jump where we are to where we think we should be. So many times we get stuck in this pattern here where I need to become this new person, right? So I need to lose all this weight or write this book or go out and find this transformational job or find that dream partner. But we're not doing the small steps in between that lead us there. So we need to get motivated to do this. And the motivation never comes because we can't actually make that giant leap because it's just too far from where we are. Today's your day to be you. Be you. Grow your small steps that are within you to start yourself along that journey. Become the better version of yourself, one piece at a time, one step at a time, one action item at a time. We can't get to the point. And, I had this awesome conversation with James Day Sexton today, a divorce attorney that actually writes these amazing best-selling books. And his recent book, How to Stay in Love, Practical Wisdom from an Unexpected Source, is just that. He's seeing people at their darkest, dearest moments where so much is gone from where they were. But so much of this can be prevented if they actually took the steps to backtrack, have these small conversations, do these small things in the relationship prior. And he made this great analogy, right? If you're in a dentist chair and you're in your tooth pulled, it's too late to find out about great dental practices, right? Maybe going forward, it can help. But if you did those little things, brushing, flossing, you did those day in and day out, that would prevent you from being in that seat. Well, so much of that is like our life, right? We find that we need to make these big jumps because I need to make this big transformation. I need to, this New Year's resolution. I need to do all these things to create my new self, create my new me. But why? You can't get motivated to do that. What you can do is know where your goals are and start taking those steps along the way. Start taking that one step today, not that giant leap, not that point that's not going to be able to be sustained. You're not going to go out there and lose 50 pounds tomorrow, but you can go out there on the block today. You're not going to just create this whole new magical business, but you can set up the framework and think about the steps and think about the important questions you need. You may not turn your relationship around today, but you can start to sprinkle the seeds that make it better. You can start to have those conversations that start to bring you back together. All of this plays a part. Know today you are your best self. You've just put it out of your mind that you have to get motivated to get there. All you have to do is make that decision. Make that decision today to choose where you want to go. You want happiness? Choose happiness. You want positivity? Choose positivity. You want a better life? Choose to have a better life. The goal is in looking at the good, no matter how slim, no matter how little it is right now. Find it. Find that needle in a haystack that's good and use that as your propeller to take you forward. Use that as your launch pad. Don't focus on the negative. Don't focus on what doesn't work. Don't focus on what someone else isn't doing or what needs to be done better or what's missing. Focus on things you can build on. Use those to build on. I run 100 miles, 1 mile at a time, not 100 miles at a time. 1 mile leads to 2 miles, leads to 20 miles, leads to 40 miles, leads to 50 miles, leads to 100 miles. But if today I said, I'm going to go run 1,000 miles, my mind can't conceptualize that. But if today I say, okay, over the course of this month, I'm going to run 1,000 miles. Well, I use that. I use that to build into me, to build into my life, to build into my next steps, one step at a time. 10 miles, now 20 miles. And I look at that 20 miles over 30 days. Okay, 600 miles. So what would I need to do to get to that 1,000-mile mark this month? And that can at least give my points of where to start today. Stop looking for inspiration. Stop looking for motivation. Look for that next step. Look for the next step. Then look for that next step after that and keep building today. Keep building for what it is that you deserve to be because you are that person. Don't prevent yourself by thinking you have to make these gigantic leaps forward. All you need today to know is that if you choose a better tomorrow, a better right now, a more positive attitude, a more happy moment, and you do that right this second, that will lead you where you need to be. All right, that's what we got. Go out there, take action. Don't wait to be motivated to take this action that's so far from where you are today. Become you by being you right now. Let's do this.